Hi, everyone. Good morning. I think it's still morning, and it's dry for now, so don't want to jinx us, but thanks for being here. My name's Jessica Finn Coven, and I'm the director of the Mayor's Office of Sustainability and Environment. It is really great to welcome you all here today to talk about what's really the next chapter in Seattle's work to reduce carbon pollution and grow our clean energy future. And it couldn't be a better time for us all to be here having this discussion on the last day of the Global Climate Action Summit, where cities from around the world have gathered and come together to say we are still in, and we will not abdicate our responsibility to tackle this important issue of climate change. And for me, it is truly an honor that we're joined here today by Mike Bloomberg. Mike is the United Nations Special Envoy for Climate Action and former mayor of New York City. While mayor, Mike pioneered ambitious new strategies that became national models on public health, government innovation, and climate change. As chair of the C40 Climate Leadership Group from 2010 to 2013, Mike drew international attention to cities' leading role in the fight against climate change. He serves as the UN Secretary General, Special Envoy for Climate Action, with the charge to galvanize the efforts of local and regional governments, businesses, and civil society. And for all of us working on climate change, Mike really is an inspiration. So please join me in welcoming him here today.
Well, thank you, and good morning, everyone, and thank you for welcoming me to your city. I haven't been here in about 3 or 4 years. Seriously, thank you for having me. The mayor and I just came from Macrina, a chain of 5, I think it was, stores where they have great coffee and great pastries. I don't think it was good for my waistline, but I will say that I enjoyed it a lot, and people that we met so far could not be nicer. I did want to thank Jessica and the mayor. Jenny, thank you for having us. I did get to know your mayor when she came to New York for a program that we have with the Harvard Business School and Kennedy School of Government in helping mayors network with each other and learn what works elsewhere so that they can use it in their cities. And she said that the Seattle Storm was going to win the WNBA championship, and she did. Next year, New York Liberty. That's okay. New York has not had a basketball championship since I was in my 30s. And if you do some research, you'll find that was a long time ago. Anyways, it's great to be here with the mayor and to talk about the urgent challenges that we all face. All cities really are the same, whether they're small or large, and big cities like Seattle and New York certainly are no exceptions. People need services, and there's never enough money to provide the services to everybody that needs them. But good mayors find ways to pull people together and get volunteers and do public-private partnerships and convince the public that they're spending their monies efficiently and on the right things. And when you do that, I've always found that the taxpayers are willing to pony up. We all want to help each other, and it's great when you have a city like Seattle where a new mayor comes in and she's got lots of ideas, and I think everybody's lucky to have her. We can't afford to avoid the risks that we all face. Things like climate change and guns are things that all cities have and they're worried about. Anybody that thinks the climate isn't changing just hasn't read the newspapers. Just look at the storm that's coming into South Carolina, which will be devastating to them. But things like that are happening all over the country, in fact, all over the world. And then this crisis we have with guns is something we just have to stop. It's a scourge on our society. And it gets down to the mayors that are the ones that can really do things. At the federal level and the state level, they talk a lot, but it's the mayors that have to go to the funerals. It's the mayors that have to go and console people when their property is destroyed. It's the mayors that have to answer when the kids don't get a good education. And that's why I think being a mayor is a much better job than any other job. I've known a number of mayors who went on to be governors, and they all wish they'd gone back to be mayors. So you're not going to run for governor, are you?
No way.
I wouldn't say. When it comes to the climate, think of the climate as really an environmental issue. It's devastating potentially down the road, but even today, you don't want you or your family to be breathing bad air and drinking polluted water and having to deal with congestion that keeps you from getting into a good job or getting to school. So the issues of climate change are the environmental issues and the things we have to deal with today. Then there's also things like saving money. Nobody wants to spend more than they have to. Energy efficiency is something that will save people's money, but also will let us reduce the amount of pollution that is created. So fighting climate change is one of the things that gets down. The mayor's doing it. And I will say that I think Seattle and a number of other cities in America give us real hope. There are a lot of good cities around this country, and they are cities that have people feel proud to live there, and for all of the craziness that we see coming out of Washington, people are happy with what they hear at home and are proud to be Americans and proud to be part of their city. And I just wanted to say thank you to the mayor. There are 2 cities that I wanted to announce are winning a prize from Bloomberg on some of the work that we've done, which we can talk about later on. And happy to say that the 2 that I can announce today are Seattle and Atlanta. Anyways, Mayor, thank you for having us. You're doing a great job so far. Keep it up. It is not easy. You will have plenty of days when you wake up and you say, what? Number one, you'd say, well, I didn't say that, and of course you did. And you learn with that. But number 2, I've always thought that people recognize somebody that's genuine and is really making a difference and is trying. And you're not going to be right every time, but people will cut you a big break if they think you care and that you understand them. So congratulations.
All right.
All the best.
Thanks.